Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool 554, but this is a Stromberg Carlson rotary wall telephone, and this is Nicole's telephone from Canada. And this was a eBay purchase, I believe, and she wants to be able to use this telephone. And so we need to install a modular port on the inside of this telephone because this is a hardwired telephone. So you have to take the cover off to mount it on the wall anyway. So we install a modular port on the inside. She can simply bring any line cord she chooses, any length, any color, and bring it right inside the telephone here. And there is a little opening here, and there's openings in the back of it, and she can simply bring in the line cord and plug it right in. So it'll be plug and play. It'll make it for a nice, clean connection. Now this telephone, we're going to go ahead, since this is the initial checkout, I want to show you the handset. But it says Stromberg Carlson right here in the handset. And this is a refurbished telephone. It looks like it has a date code of 1977, but it's a hardwired telephone. So they must have brought it in, and then they refurbished it, put date codes on it, but it's actually a hardwired telephone. So it wouldn't do any good to try to hang this telephone on the wall unless it was hardwired or had a modular port on the inside so that you could plug into it. So I want to show you what that looks like. Now, I wanted to show Nicole, there is a little clip here that you push in, and when you push that in, the bottom of the telephone will come up and off, and that's the way that you would take the body off, the cover. So we want to set that to the side right now, but I want to show you the inside of this telephone. It has what would be considered a newer style PC board with all the spade connectors. The bell looks like it's a more modern bell. It's in the same shape and form of what the old style would have been, but it's a totally refurbished telephone. And they have a date code here, July of 1977. So the telephone has basically been rebuilt with new parts, and it's been refurbished. But it's a rotary hardwired telephone. That's the handset cord that goes in it. So that's a cool deal because she's got a phone that's probably not been used. It doesn't even have a finger wheel center dial card in it, and you can see that it's hardwired here. So this telephone has probably been put away as new old stock or whatever, refurbished, and that's nice. So she's got basically a new phone here in a way. I also need to do a bell conversion on this telephone. They were not wiring the bell properly for the way we would wire it today. We need to get that squared away too. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with a repair of the 554. And you're going to see two phones here because we had just finished off a Princess telephone for Nicole. And this one is a present for her mother. And this 554 was an eBay purchase, and she wanted to be able to use it. And it is a hardwired telephone like we were talking about earlier, and we wanted to be able to have a modular port installed in this telephone, so when Nicole hangs this telephone, she can simply hang it on the wall and then bring any modular line cord in and plug it right in. And I'm not sure that the video is picking it up, but we have a modular port installed right in this area here. And so it makes for a pretty simple, easy connection. We'll go ahead and plug into it. and I wanted to tuck it back in underneath the rotary dial so that it's kind of tucked away and hidden so that it's not going to be hit or knocked around any, because it is secured in there, but I don't want it near the cover here where it will interfere with the cover going on. So that's why we place it in that position. So now the telephone is active, and we can go ahead and hang up. We'll give you some dial tone, and we're ready to do our final checks. So if you watch the analyzer, we'll go ahead and dial our numbers. I want to end in a 2. Now, like earlier, I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit when you see that red light. So we know that this telephone has transmit and receive, and it's dialing out. We also had to do a bell conversion on this because they're configured differently from the time period, and they used them a little differently back then. And even though this was taken in and refurbished or built in 1977, and they used a hardwired handset and a rotary dial and no way to plug the telephone in except for hardwire, this is the way the telephone ended up. It could be either new, built like this, or it could be refurbished. So let's just go ahead and ring the telephone. We'll let that go a few times since that was one of the issues. I'll let it go one more time. And I want to give you some dial tone. Now what we want to do is, I have a switch box back here, and if I push this button, that gives us a line out, and it totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we'll call a time and temp number, give you some dial tone. There will be a hum in this time and temp number. They're having problems with their equipment, so we'll go ahead and call that time and temp number.
Good evening. Today is Thursday, October 10th. The time is 11:07. Current temperature 67 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight, lows in the upper 50s, mostly sunny on Friday, a high of 82.
Okay. We can call one other number. We can call my number, and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. We'll go ahead and unplug the telephone. Now we wanted to show both phones because they are actually both her telephones. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.